SmackDown on this episode, by the way.
No.
Because I didn't make a playlist, and since he's not here, we'll do it either Sunday or next Wednesday. Oh, shit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Welcome to the Heat Check.
No, we gotta give it a minute. Let some people trickle in. Have we had any? I haven't checked our followers lately. Let's see if we have any new ones. Nah, never mind. Thanks for people who followed.
Thanks for people who follow.
I don't care to read the names of the most recent followers we have. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, like Robo. Oh fuck. I'm gonna sit like right here. Like I got one cartoon eye. Tough. Alright, well. If I stand like right here, I have like one cartoon eye. Oh shit.
I'm not excited for leg day today.
I'm not either. Wake up, Hoss. Come on, wake up. It's feeding time. Feed me more. Wake up.
Yeah.
Call that right, Hoss.
My face.
Here we go. It'll be LaHoss James today. All right. I wake up. Fuck. Whew. Shit, Lil Woozy still. Your boy got his second vid shot yesterday.
I'm all set on mine.
I feel like you the day after you got yours when you worked out and you're like exhausted.
At least you're not no bitch. You're gonna work out today.
Yeah, it's because Willie's going. If he wasn't going, I probably would have said no. Nah, be real. Knowing me, I would have still gone.
I would have talked shit until you went.
Yeah, knowing me, I would have somehow gone. But all right, that's you. I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Shit. What it do? Yeah. Oh shit! I fucked that up. What it do? YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, man. Dame Drops back here with another super official. I guess that's Dame Drops. I can't do that shit. You know Dame Drops?
No.
You know who Dame Drops is? Oh shit, bro! I gotta put you on. What up, y'all? It's your boys. What the fuck is good with that? Whoa.
It's a reflection in your glasses, homie.
Yeah, it is. What up, y'all? It's your boys here at the Heat Check. Two of them. Starting to be really consistently too because we keep going live once the night is working. We're here. First off, I am the Big Hoss, and I am better than you. And I am joined by Shaq Daddy Cool Diesel. Hey, you can steal Strowman's gimmick now. He got fired. The Shaq Daddy Express.
Shaq Express, and I like Shaq Daddy Cool Diesel a little better.
You want me to cue up every time on the audio the chugga.
Oh God, what's up?
How you doing today, man?
I'm all right. Ran some errands. Got a haircut. Boom. Watch out, 7 o'clock. Edge Fitness.
Hit you with this every time.
Oh, look out! Beware! Here comes the strawberry. You gotta treat him loose! Oh my God! Laker hit by the big
He's
D's of
Capone
Egypt.
once they put a
And it keeps
horn
going.
effect when about to do a move. He's probably gonna get just absolutely released.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes. We're here, a little early episode because one, I wanted to get it out of the way early. Two, I plan to work out with our trainer Willie, who y'all know on the show, and forgot we had a show today. And three, I think if we did the show any later today, I probably would have been slumped because I'm fucking tired because I got my second COVID shot yesterday. So in about 13 days, your boy will be fully vaccinated, but the gyms don't have to know that. We are back at it like a bad habit. If you want something, you gotta go grab it. That was the gayest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was kinda gay.
We here. I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. I don't even know what the past 5 minutes have been about. So let's get started with the show. Who sucks this week? We here first and foremost. I mean, let's talk about something that's near and dear to your heart. The Boston Celtics. To me, they can just go fuck themselves. I'm a Heat fan. No, I'm playing. Put some respect on their 17 championships. But the Boston Celtics has had a pretty interesting week, to say the least. First of all, they got eliminated from the NBA playoffs, 4-1 against the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie, KD, and Harden just went crazy. They went crazy like Chris Brown and Young Thug on them. And they lost. You had one good game. Literally, it's what we called. We said you'd have one game where Jason Tatum dropped 50 and you guys would win. That's what happened. We called that one. Let's not talk about the other prediction that I got wrong, but in alternate reality, I'm 2 for 2.
I'm 2 for 2.
So that happened. What was that, last night they got eliminated?
Yeah.
Everything is kind of like one big blur right now. And then this morning, we got hit with a Woj bomb as we found out Danny Ainge was stepping down as president of operations with the Boston Celtics, and head coach Brad Stevens will be promoted to the position. I need to speak slower. Position. And they need a new head coach. It's a lot to take in there.
I'm excited. As our fans know, I had a gripe with Danny Ainge like halfway through the year, and I had a podcast about it. Still go check it out because it's funny as shit. But no, I'm excited. I think Brad kind of more understands what the new age basketball is about. Where, like, I'm not saying Danny doesn't, but I feel like he thought he could get away with Jalen and Jason and then everybody else. Like, it's like you gotta like swing for the fences sometimes. I feel like Harden, he could have really swung for the fence. Like I get like the whole Jaylen Brown thing. You probably would have to lose him, but like look at him now in Brooklyn, and you're just like, ugh. You know, there's so many people we could have had that Danny let walk. So I don't know. I think Brad will probably see one of those opportunities and actually take it.
I think the problem with Danny Ainge is he had kind of that old head kind of thinking of building a team. He thought he can get away with 3 decent star players and then kind of just keep building around the same philosophy the Celtics have been building around for so many years. But in the current NBA, that's not a championship team, especially when your starting point guard is you bring in Kemba Walker, who is a great point guard, but in my opinion is not worth the money he's paid.
No, he's not.
You have Jason Tatum, who is your best player, but he gets hot. There's times where he gets cold, and he's very, I don't want to say injury prone, but he gets hurt a lot. And that's the same deal with, well, he gets hurt.
That was more like he got COVID and then he was out.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, he had COVID too this season. He's had injured before. And then you got Jaylen Brown, who's a serviceable third piece, but I feel like the Celtics is missing that one more piece. And I don't think Danny Ainge kind of had that mindset.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like he was like I think he felt like our needs were more like cog related, but like we're like star related problems. Like they thought Kemba was more than what he was. That's part of the problem. I think Brad trades Kemba this year. I really do. I think that's like going to be his first big move.
I think you need to. I think you tried it. It didn't work. It's time to move on.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on to the potential head coach candidates for this team, I have a list that has been put on the internet of potential head coaches for the Boston Celtics. We're going to run through them real quick, and you'll tell me if any of those stick out. First and foremost, the front runner that a lot of people have right now is the Golden State Warriors assistant coach Mike Brown. We have
I'm over Mike Brown, but keep going.
We have former Atlanta Hawks head coach Lloyd Pierce.
The guy that got fired and then his assistant coach has made them a way better team. Next.
Brooklyn Nets assistant coach Jacques Vaughn.
He's okay. He's more of a developer, though. I think we need more like veteran leadership more than a developer.
We have Kendrick Perkins picked to be the next head coach of the Boston Celtics. The current Philadelphia 76ers assistant coach Sam Cassell.
I'm open to that.
We have Milwaukee Bucks assistant coach Darvin Ham.
Don't know who that is, but, good coaching tree.
We have San Antonio Spurs assistant coach Becky Hammon.
That's who I want.
We have Charlotte Hornets assistant coach Ronald Nored.
I have no idea who that is.
Denver Nuggets assistant coach Wes Unseld.
Wes Unseld's a coach?
Yes. Minnesota Timberwolves assistant coach David Vanderpool.
Okay.
We got two more here. We have, and these are two out of the box picks that are candidates that may not be the top of the list, but are possible. Current Orlando Magic head coach Steve Clifford, and Michigan Wolverines head coach Juwan Howard.
I'd be open to Juwan Howard too.
So those are looking like the list of potential candidates to be Boston Celtics head coach.
My pick would be Becky Hammon.
It's fair. It's fair. I'd say her, Juwan Howard. I think Juwan Howard should be an NBA coach. I don't know. It'd be a good experiment. I don't know if the Celtics need an experimental coach.
Low-key, they should see what Penny Hardaway's up to. He's been killing it at Memphis.
I'm telling you, just get even if he's not a good coach, just get Kevin Garnett just so he can call everybody on that team trash ass. I can't say the last word in that because I'm white.
Fair.
Moving along, we'll go back to basketball talk in a second. Let's move on to the big news of the day. After that, another big news that I didn't mention is Coach Z is retiring from the Duke Blue Devils. I only kept up with Duke because my ex liked them. I don't like them, so I don't care. I'm a
program, but I don't know. They didn't make the tourney this year. Like Zion was the last interesting thing about them. So
yeah, I had to like them because my ex liked them. So she's from North Kakalaki. I'm a UConn boy, Huskies. They used to say bleed blue, but I don't think they do anymore because of the context to it. Next up, we have. I didn't think that a month and a half after the first batch of releases, we'd be sitting here talking about more releases in the WWE. We got a couple different articles here. First and foremost, we have the original article that came out this morning. The WWE has announced that they have released several more talent today, including Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Ruby Riott, Buddy Murphy, and Santana Garrett. These are the latest releases from the company after several talents were released 2 months ago in April, including Samoa Joe, the Iconics, and others. There were also several staff cuts in May. This follows a report from yesterday, which stated the WWE had been planning more cuts, including major names. Strowman is a former Universal Champion and recently just main evented the last pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash, in a losing effort against current champion Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Black had been making appearances in vignettes on SmackDown, preparing for a return after a lengthy absence, and made his return 2 weeks ago. Riot and Lana were both featured on television, with Riot losing this past Friday on SmackDown. Murphy hasn't been seen on SmackDown since March, and Garrett had reportedly been called up to the main roster, but hadn't been used since the Royal Rumble. There may be more names to come today.
Sheesh.
We then get Aleister Black commenting on it. He tweeted, "I'm gathering my thoughts as this was a complete left field for me, as obviously we just started the Dark Father character, but this was it. Thank you so much, WWE Universe, for allowing me to create and give you small bits of myself." Next report says, it was reported earlier today that WWE released several stars from the company. Fightful Select reports that a few select people in WWE knew of the releases yesterday, and the decision was made to make the calls this morning. However, a lot of the releases were surprises to many within the company. Several have reportedly asked about the end game for these releases. There are also people in WWE who are speculating about a possible sale in the future of WWE.
Oh, so like Vince is just like, fuck it, I'm done.
We then got more news on some of the releases. Fightful Select again reports that Ruby Riot's release was one that seemed to shake people the most. Riot was said to be universally popular backstage and praised for her hard work. It was a similar situation with Buddy Murphy, who was said to be easy to work with and generally receptive to creative. However, Murphy was hit with the dreaded no creative plans for him. There were pitches for Murphy to reignite his team with Wesley Blake, but Wesley Blake was released in March. Then we have more. Fightful Select again reports that talent in the company were not surprised by the firing of Braun Strowman, as he was said to have a big contract with the company. Strowman signed a monster deal in 2019 after negotiations went down to the wire that summer. When he was negotiating, Strowman knew his worth. Sources indicate that his deal was worth over $1 million per year and was set to run through 2023. He was reportedly very private about the negotiations until they were completed. Next up, we have Braun Strowman's reaction. He tweeted, "What a chapter in life. Thank you." And then we have some stuff from other superstars. Rhea Ripley tweeted, "Wow," with a broken heart emoji. Alexa Bliss tweeted, "Terrible," with a broken heart. Tegan Knox said, "That one really fucking stung. It's going to be one hell of a Lovelace world." That's Ruby Riot's name is Heidi Lovelace. Austin Creed Xavier Woods put a GIF. Dakota Kai put a picture of her and Ruby Riot. Naomi tweeted at Lana, "I am always your friend, the bestie, sis, no matter what." Renee Young tweeted, "What a horrible mismanagement of some really talented people. Sucks." And then CM Punk put a GIF reacting to the rumors of WWE being on sale. Zack Ryder tweeted, "Every one of those people will be fine. Work hard, be you, be successful, be your own boss, have fun." Kenny King tweeted, "I'm pretty sure me mocapping your stuff is a kiss of death in WWE. Sorry, Buddy and Aleister." Their shit's going to look fire in the game, though, he said. And then I think that's really it for anything big. Yeah, that's it for anything big on that. And then finally, we have Aleister Black went on his Twitch stream and talked about some of the things regarding his release. This is some notes from Ryan Satin, who works for Fox Sports and WWE on Fox. He tweeted, "Aleister Black on Twitch reacting to his release said he's thankful to Vince McMahon, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, Paul Heyman, and others in WWE for the opportunities they gave him. He also says Roman Reigns is a great locker room leader. He says he doesn't know where things were going with his character and the return. All he knew that it was supposed to begin this Friday night on SmackDown." Aleister says any reports claiming Vince was not high on his character were untrue and confirms he pitched returning to NXT. Aleister Black says they had created a new entrance theme for his return that he says was even better than the one he had before. It had the old riff from his original theme song, but with a new orchestral vibe.
Oh.
Well, we're never going to be able to hear it. And that's it for now, I think. Let me see if there's any tweets or anything that came out in the last 5 minutes. I don't think so. Yeah, looks like that's it. Unless they release anybody else later today. Yeah. Some of these releases are kind of crazy. I mean, we'll start with the big one in the room, Braun Strowman, former Universal Champion. He main evented Backlash a few weeks ago. But apparently he was released because his contract was too big.
Which, I mean, makes sense. Like they paid him like he was like a main eventer, which they slide him into main events sometimes. But
Well,
I realized fast that he's not that guy.
I think that's the problem. Is Braun Strowman for the past 5 years has been one of their headline guys. I mean, I think even if some fans don't think he's worth it, I think that he was in WWE's current booking world and everything. He was a main event guy. I mean, every video and report I've watched today from be it Cultaholic, What Culture, like any like news website or anything, have said that Braun Strowman was absolutely worth that contract. No matter where he goes, he's going to be an instant top guy, no matter what company he goes to.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If he goes to New Japan, he's going to be top guy. Impact, he'll probably win that title in like a month. Fucking AEW will probably be top of the card right away. I wouldn't be shocked if he just re-signs with WWE for a smaller contract.
That's a good point. He might do that.
Next one, Aleister Black. I mean, he's clearly keeping it cordial to keep that door open. They did just bring back his wife, Zelina Vega, which I think is kind of odd. They fired his wife, Zelina Vega, last year, and now they're bringing her back, and they're firing her husband. I don't get it. I don't get the whole thing with his story. Like, why start his new storyline on SmackDown and then just fire him a week later?
Exactly.
Like, how is this gonna be scripted on SmackDown?
I mean, it can't be scripted, really, because it's already like a thing. Like WWE posted about it, so it's like the story is just making it kind of real. But also they're just good about just scrapping the story and not giving any type of reason why. So,
like, what do you do? Just have Biggie come out and be like, "Oh, yep, Aleister Black kicked me. Who's next?"
yeah, it's just like, all right.
Like, I don't get it. Like the vignettes and stuff. It seemed like they had big plans for him.
It seemed like they did. Like I said, I don't know what they're doing anymore, man.
I don't know. The fact that guys like Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black got released.
Either, so that's a big problem.
Yeah. I mean, you still got people like Nia Jax and fucking Baron Corbin still on contract, but I'm not condoning for anyone to lose their job. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you should have fired Nia Jax, you should have fired Baron Corbin, or you should have fired Akira Tozawa. But like, I feel like if they were going to make some releases, there could have been some ones that were cut opposed to like your Aleister Blacks, Ruby Riots, Buddy Murphys. I mean, you have 3 hours of Raw with rematch after rematch every single week. You're telling me fucking you can't take out one of those Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin matches to put in Buddy Murphy or Aleister Black for 5 minutes? I just don't get that.
Can you see me? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I can see you. I saw you the whole time.
No, that was weird. I was getting a FaceTime.
But yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, again, I'm not going to sit here and say you should have fired Baron Corbin or you should have fired fucking Nia Jax. I will say fire Nia Jax. But
how many people do you have to hurt to get fired?
Meanwhile, you got like one of the most main roster ready guys in Aleister Black, and you're cutting him. I don't get it. Like, I don't need to see fucking Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus fucking Lana and Naomi. I mean, we're not gonna see Lana anymore, but I don't need to see like makeshift tag teams wrestling every week in the same match when you got guys like Black getting cut and Samoa Joe getting cut, and even Braun Strowman. I mean, Braun Strowman was used a lot, but still, like, I mean, Jackson Riker is still under contract. You still got Jackson Riker. Meanwhile, Buddy Murphy is currently unemployed. What the fuck? But yeah, I don't know. I still think WWE cutting so many people in the midst of a pandemic when they're having their most profitable year ever is kind of a piece of shit.
I think it's them finally saying to themselves, like, yeah, there's certain guys we will not let walk away, but you could take our guys that we think are kind of mid to high level, and we're still going to outperform you, so fuck it.
But that poses another problem. Is it's shitty that they sign so many indie people just so AEW or New Japan or whoever can't get them. That's a shitty thing to sign so many indie talents and then just not use them because you don't want the competition to use them. Like this is their livelihood.
For real. I mean, hey, if they're getting offered a check and they're just saying, hey, train, we'll use it when you're ready and we'll give you a fat check for it, then I guess some of these people want to get on TV, but shit.
I'll tell you what, this is like one of the first batches of released talents in a while where I could tell you there are multiple names that can go to a different company and be a game changer. It's not like when they released Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas and fucking...
No, Aleister Black could actually, like, if they get the character right, it's like...
Aleister Black could be a game changer. Braun Strowman could be a game changer for a company, even.
I think it's just, like, written in stone that Aleister has to go to AEW. Like, I
would be down for that.
He's exactly what they need, I think.
Honestly, I think him and maybe Buddy Murphy go there, I think. Braun, I wouldn't mind seeing him go to New Japan and be like a Vader type of dude and just beat the shit out of people. But, I don't know. I can see Braun going to Impact too.
I don't know. One more on Impact.
I think he may end up in AEW just because AEW is starting to become let's sign the old WWE guys.
Yeah.
Because signing Mark Henry is going to be a big deal. Woo! That was the thing. They signed Mark Henry over the weekend. They announced it at Double or Nothing.
To me, it's just like, yeah, your big news is starting to be like Christian, Big Show, and Mark Henry.
Christian's big news, but Big Show and Mark Henry, not at all.
It's like, I mean, if you get an Aleister Black, that's like not as big as getting Moxley, but it's up there.
I mean, just imagine you have like, call him Aleister Black, but I mean, the real name Tommy. He's gonna be Tommy End. Imagine Tommy End versus Moxley versus Pac versus Kenny Omega, even, or hell, let's put Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy in a match where they actually get time to shine. They've had that a few times in WWE, but still, it's crazy. It's crazy. They Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, and all these guys can go to a company where they can shine, aka NXT 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if like we see some more names later today. I mean, I'm shocked we didn't see names like honestly, I'm shocked we haven't seen names like Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet yet.
Nah, if they let those two walk,
they're crazy if they let Ricochet walk. They're crazy for not even using Ricochet properly. I mean, he's kind of getting a little push on Raw right now. He's feuding with Sheamus for the U.S. title, but it looks like they're building.
He should be right now. Like,
yeah, but Ricochet has so much star potential.
Yeah,
and then a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura,
Shinsuke is a bona fide main event talent. Like, he should be in the title picture on either brand all the time.
I feel like they're starting to push him a little bit, which is good. And he's going to get pops when he comes out because he's a face again. So he's going to get the crowd singing his theme song with Rick Boogs playing it when the crowds come back. So I made a joke with one of my friends because Gabe from COG was like, I'm surprised Jeff Hardy's still stringing along there. I said, dude, they're going to let him use no more words than once because in his contract. And they're going to be like, next day, you're fired, pal. They'll have him the first show back. He'll come out with no more words. And then next, he'll come back to the locker room and be like, all right, pal.
No more money.
You're fired. I don't hope anyone. I mean, obviously, I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan, so I don't hope Jeff Hardy gets released. But I don't know. There's a lot of names that I could see popping up potentially. I mean, you have. I don't think that WWE should release them, but I mean, like I said, you have Nakamura, you have Ricochet, Jeff Hardy's of the world, Dolph Ziggler's of the world, who I'm surprised still hanging in there. I'm surprised Chad Gable wasn't on this list of people.
That's true. That's
But
definitely.
I don't know. I mean, one can only hope that with all these cuts happening, more people get an opportunity to shine, and I hope with crowds coming back they do. But it's they got a big hill to climb, especially with TV being possibly at its worst of all time. I'd say Raw right now is worse than Raw in the new generation.
Raw's bad.
Raw's bad. SmackDown's good. NXT's decent.
SmackDown's consumable. Raw's terrible.
Yes, SmackDown's a decent television show. NXT's a decent television show. Raw is a terrible television show. When the best thing on your show is a makeshift team of Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, you got a problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's just crazy. Like a guy like Aleister Black, who the way he talks, it seems like he didn't even want to leave.
No,
It seems like
no, he didn't. He did not want to leave.
it seems like he was actually intrigued in this storyline he has going on too.
Yeah.
I mean, just going through the current roster, people who aren't released. I mean, I can name some people who could have been released over Buddy Murphy, Aleister Black, Braun Strowman, Ruby Riott. I mean, you got Akira Tozawa. You got let's scroll past the champions list here because they're all champions. They're not getting released. Why do they have two 24/7 champions? Aleister Black is still listed. Not for long. I'm surprised Drew Gulak wasn't on this list. Drew Gulak, Arya Davari. Fucking at this point, fucking Brian Kendrick is still contracted. Again, I'm not saying these guys should be fired. I fully expect them to be on these type of lists when they come out, is what I'm saying. Chad Gable, Dabba-Kato. Well, they haven't even updated his name on here. He changed his name at WrestleMania, and they haven't updated it on their website. His name is... Put some fucking respect on Commander Aziz's name. You got David Otunga is still contracted. When is the last time David Otunga was on TV? What does he do?
I think
What does David Otunga do?
he must be like what they planned on doing with MVP until they're like,
What the fuck does he do? Hold on. The last time he appeared on TV was the 2017 Superstar Shakeup as a commentator. What the fuck? Drew Gulak, Jackson Riker, and Elias. I fully expect to see like Bray Wyatt on this list one day just because of fucking Grand Metalik, Humberto. Actually, he's in the storyline. They're building up a triple threat with Sheamus, Ricochet, and Humberto Carrillo right now. Jason Jordan's still contracted. He's a agent, I think. I think he books SmackDown, which good for him if he does. Jinder Mahal could fuck right off too.
for real.
A lot of names here. I mean, I'm surprised Keith Lee wasn't on these lists. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I guess that means that they're not getting rid of him, and maybe he is just injured, like they're saying. I'm actually shocked Keith Lee wasn't on this list. Lacey Evans Prego, she's gone right now. Lindsay Dorado, fucking Mustafa Ali. At this point, I guess Cedric and Shelton because they're not in the Hurt Business anymore. Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss is still his last match was the beginning of 2020 on Raw. Rob Gronkowski is still listed on the roster. Wasn't he released like last year?
I think they released him when he went back to Tampa or was getting traded to Tampa.
Who the fuck is Ryan Papola? Who is this goober? Who the fuck is this goober? Hold on. Ryan Papola.
I don't know.
Fucking the Singh brothers. There we go. There's one. You got that might be it for the people I would think would be on. Oh, Titus O'Neil.
He'll
Yes.
never.
Titus O'Neil. Velveteen Dream is still listed on this roster. As well as a shirtless Wade Barrett. who looks jacked. Holy fuck. Wade Barrett's still jacked. All right, well, that's it for that. But yeah, those are the releases. The Lakers suck. They got blown out last night.
I mean, when your second best player is out, who plays like your best player in your wins, really?
Yeah. If AD is out in Game 6, I think Phoenix is and wrapping it up.
Okay, AD doesn't play, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
It's
I think Phoenix wrapping it up in 6. I think they're still gonna wrap it up in 7, regardless.
If AD plays and he's at least 80%, then I'll still give it to the Lakers, but I just don't think he will be.
There's a lot of talk that the Lakers personnel is starting to crumble a bit. A lot of people are putting the blame on Anthony Davis, saying that he's too soft. There's word that Anthony Davis is letting that affect him, and he's firing back and saying he's not the problem. I just feel like Anthony Davis has always been very injury prone.
Yeah, I mean, you're the problem when you're not on the court. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But then, I mean, just hearing that he's possibly saying he's not the problem insinuates that he's pointing the finger at somebody else on the team. I would point the finger at Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, out of everybody, bro. Homie declined a 20. I'm sick.
Declined his contract to try and get $100
million extension. He declined it. He declined $22 million from the most famous basketball franchise to ever exist.
Just to
play like this.
Just to shoot 0 for 7.
Dude, he's gonna get offered $15 million max now. 18.
About to get diddly squat.
He's an idiot.
You finna get diddly squat, bro. But yeah, the Lakers. I think Phoenix is wrapping it up. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta say it. Even my friends who are Lakers fans are saying that it's over. Snoop Dogg is saying that it's over.
Probably all right. Just don't think AD's healthy. I don't think he's gonna magically be healthy today. So
nah. Even Snoop Dogg who tweeted back in January that the Clippers will never win a chip and the Lakers will be going. He came on. He was on First Take today. He wasn't on it, but he tweeted something and texted Stephen A. Smith, and he apologized to the Clippers for saying that. He said it's a wrap. He said AD's soft like dog shit. He said we got no guard action going on. Snoop Dogg said Anthony Davis is soft like dog shit.
Because he is.
Yeah, that's funny. And Snoop Dogg is a Lakers fan.
That's why he's mad.
Snoop Dogg also predicted that it's going to be Nets and Clippers in the finals. We'll see how true that comes to fruition. It's possible.
We'll see.
That Nets Bucks matchup about to be nice. It's going to be a fun one.
For real.
Finally, McDonald's, where they at? I'm still waiting on the snack wraps, bro.
Where are my McGriddles?
They have it in the morning, bro. Just go in the morning.
No, I want a McGriddle right now.
Just fucking wake up, or better yet, just like wake up for like 10 minutes, have it DoorDash to your house in the morning. That way when you wake up, it's at your door. I signed a petition to get snack wraps back because fuck McDonald's and their COVID menu. Superstar SmackDown returning next week. Figured without Senshi, it's not really worth it. But we have a series to wrap up today. And I'm sure you're happy about it. That we're finally wrapping it up. Wherever you went. Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting texts and
Are you
shit
here?
for playing basketball.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a series to wrap up. Oh, what the fuck? We have a series to wrap up today. And we're going to wrap it up because I'm getting sick of these boring-ass playlists. And I'm sure you are too.
Yeah.
So, we have the WWE theme song rankings starting with 2019. So we have 2019 and 2020 today. So that next episode, we can just go through the final matchup with all the winners, which will actually be an interesting matchup. Today, though, we have I'm trying to see what starts this here. Okay, that's what starts it. Okay, so we have 2019. There's a lot here, but it's clipped up, so we're good. First thing, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
We have the theme songs for NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. This first one is Doomsday by Architects. Put them here, 2019.
That was like a 5.
I give it a 4, so we're going 9 total. Next up, we have the second theme for that show. This is Fight Fire with Fire by The Prodigy.
Three.
I'll match that. So we'll go 6. Next up is the theme song for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. This is Holding My Breath by Alien Weaponry.
Four.
I'll give that a 3. So 7. Next up, we have the other theme song for that show. This is X by Poppy.
Oh my god. The 2.
You don't like Poppy, bro?
That's terrible.
I give that a 4. Next up, the theme song for Royal Rumble. This is We Got the Power by Zayd Wolf.
We got the power. Let's go now. We got the power. So come on now, we got the power. We got the power.
4.
I'll match that. Give it an 8. Next up, theme song for Elimination Chamber. This is Don't Stop the Devil by Dead Posey.
Four.
I will match that. 8.
God.
Next up, we have the theme song for Fastlane. This is Teach Me to Fight by Yonaka.
But all these songs are terrible. All these songs suck.
Give that a fight. 2. Give that a fight. Give that a 2. You get 4?
I'll give it another 4. Fuck it.
That's 6 total. Next up, the theme song for NXT TakeOver New York. This is You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Oh, wait, wrong song. This is the
Yeah.
second theme song. This is Are You Ready by Disturbed.
I would go a 5 on that one.
I'll match that 10. This one is Billie Eilish's You Should See Me in a Crown.
Watch me make them bow one by one. You should see me in a crowd. Your silence is my favorite sound. Watch me make them bow one by one.
That's honestly not even one of her good songs.
Give it a 5.
I give it a 6.
All right, 11 for the You Should See Me in a Crown. Next up, we have the first theme song for WrestleMania 35. This is Work by Chris Classic. Work. Look at that 6.
You get a 6? I'll give it a 5.
Right.
No.
Oh, wait. 4?
Yeah, 4.
Work. Correction. 10. Second theme song for Mania. This is Love Runs Out by One Republic.
Oh. Yeah, 9.
I'll match that. 18.
It's a good song. Forgot about that song.
Next up, let me just make sure this is the right one here. We have 2 theme songs for Money in the Bank. The first one is Money in the Bank by Jim Johnston. Also the one that was in Hartford, Connecticut. I'll give it a 7 this week.
I also give it a 7. That was a very fun show to be at, too, by the way.
Now we have the main theme song for that show. Gotta Get That by CFOs.
I risk high games for the bank. Don't you know it's all about the cash and change? About the double promises to stack them things. Make big bucks, change rocks and rings. Bang! With my money, give it to me. I ain't never been scared of money. Really, truly, I'm always keep it very funky. I make a movie, there's somebody in the way of me getting the juicy up.
4.
That's it. Next up is theme song for NXT TakeOver 25. This is On My Teeth by Under Oath. This show was also in Connecticut. It was in other pool, whatever. Oh, DOD Stream's in here. What's up, Gabe? Everyone was drunk at this NXT show. It ruled. Word? I wish I had gone to that. What was that song called? On My Teeth. What are we giving that?
Give that a 6.
I'll match that. It's a 12 total. Next up, we have the theme song for Super Saudi Blood Money, Super Showdown, When Legends Rise by Godsmack. You heard the clappers. Fun fact, the main event of that one was Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Yeah.
I like that song. Give it a 7.
I was going to give it a 7, too.
Next up, the theme song for Stomping Grounds. This is Boom by X Ambassadors.
Go boom, 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 boom. My heart beats boom, 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 boom. Heart speed goes zoom, 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 zoom. My feet go boom, boom, boom. Walking away from me.
He's at a 4.
That's that. Go 8. Next up, the theme song for Extreme Rules. This is When I'm Gone by Dirty Honey. Three.
4.
7 total. Next up, we have the theme song for NXT TakeOver Toronto. This is Unsainted by Slipknot. I like Unsainted. I'm giving it an 8.
Give that a 6.
14. That song's on my workout playlist. We got more comments from probably Gabe. Yes. What did he give a 1,000 out of 10? Unsainted? So you gave it? I'm assuming it's Unsainted that you gave that to. Next up, we have the theme song for SummerSlam. This is Go by the Black Keys. Okay, he did give Unsainted. That's all you get.
Give that a 5.
I'll match that. I'll go 10. Next up, the theme song for NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. The first one is Brick by Brick by Junior.
Give that a 5.
I'll match that. No time. Second theme song for this show is Hate You by Boston Manor. You know, that kind of reminded me of early 2000s theme songs. I'm still going to give it a 5.
I was about to say I'm going to give it a 5 too.
It reminded me of something that would have been using like 03, 04. Next up, the theme song for Clash of Champions. This is Champion by Bishop Briggs. I'll go 3.
Yeah, same.
I just want to talk about how happy Kofi Kingston looks on this poster.
He's like, I made it.
I'm a champion, and then I lost it in like 2 weeks. Next up, we have the theme song for Hell in a Cell, which is the former theme song for the Heat Check. This is Here We Go by Chris Classic. I'm giving it a 7. You give it a 4?
Yeah.
So 11. That was a show that ended with the Hell in a Cell ending with a disqualification. Because The Fiend and Seth Rollins. Next up, we have the theme song for Crown Jewel that we're not going to rank again because it's the same song as earlier. This is When Legends Rise by Godsmack. We're not going to rate it again, but this show featured Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury and Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez. Next up, we have the theme song for NXT TakeOver War Games. This is Ricky by Denzel Curry. Ricky's a great song. I give that 8.
Is there a better part of that song?
Yeah, the whole song.
That song.
Want to hear a better part? Ricky by Denzel Curry is a great song.
I mean, what I just listened to was kind of.
I'll play a little bit here for you.
First they knocking, now they hopping. All on the way 'cause they see
I'll skip the chorus.
My daddy said, don't. See, Ricky said, never. My mama said, trust no hoe, use a rubber. I'ma act 1, 2, stop the track, bring it back. What it do? See, Ricky said, never let nobody get the one up on you. If they run up on you, hit them with a 1, 2, or a bitch slap. Leave the cul de sac, your brothers gon' have your back regardless. And stick with your day one homies that was here before you started. And fear no man but the man up.
That definitely improved my score.
I'm gonna give it
I
an 8.
didn't hear that intro and I didn't hear that verse. I would have given that 3, bro. Like, actually. It's still like a 6, though. It's not like, to me.
So 14 total. Next up, we have the second theme song for War Games. This is I Disagree by Poppy.
I disagree, everything is going how it's meant to be. I disagree with the way you defended the pressure me. Put it to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all breaks.
3?
You're not a fan of Poppy, are you? I'll give it a 5. You get 8. Next up, the theme song for Survivor Series. This is Teeth by 5 Seconds of Summer.
So dirty, but your love so sweet. Talk so pretty, but your heart got teeth. Late night devil, put your hands on me. Never, 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 ever let go.
I don't know why he goes with that fucking shitty melody, but. Fucking 2.
2? I'll bet you. I'll give it a 4. Final song for 2019. This is the theme song for TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, featuring the main event of Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt versus The Miz, which is a cover for this. This is Do You Feel Me by Kevin Rudolph. Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Look at this poster.
I don't feel you.
Sweet this poster is.
I don't feel you, bro.
I give that a 2. It's crazy because Kevin Rudolph made the finals twice off of his other songs, but this one sucks.
That was like 4, 3.
3? What are you going, 3 or 4?
3.
3? All right, 5 total. All right, that means the 2019 winner, I think it's Love Runs Out, honestly. Yeah, it's Love Runs Out with an 18. All right, we'll get through 2020 quick because there's not too many on this one. All right. Does this same channel have a video on 2020? That would be very helpful if you do. Let's see. No, I don't want to upload a video. All right, 2020. This is the final year we're doing because 2021 is not completed yet. Okay. This is going to be a little difficult. Does it change the picture at all on it? It does. Perfect. Okay. First theme song for 2020. This is a theme song for NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool 2. This is I Can Do What I Want by Scarlord.
That was 3.
I was going to give it a 4, so it was 7 total. Theme song for the Royal Rumble. This is Rumble by Zayd Wolf. Are you here to rumble?
That 4.
Oh, it's swapping the votes on that one. Next up, we have 2 theme songs for NXT TakeOver Portland. First one is Anything Like Me by Poppy.
Yeah, damn, I'm at you.
Hey, second theme song for TakeOver Portland is Feel the Crown by Poppy.
I liked that actually.
Yeah, that's 6. Would you give it?
6.
6 or 12 total. Next up, we have a theme song for Super Showdown, When Legends Rise by Godsmack. We already voted on that, so we'll just put the same vote.
7, yeah. Double 7, right?
I think it was. Let's see. When Legends Rise, yeah, 14 total. Next theme song is the theme song for Elimination Chamber. Don't Stop the. Didn't we just do this one too? Did they use it 2 years in a row? They did. So this is Don't Stop the Devil. We're just gonna give it the same vote then.
Yeah.
Heat. I don't need to hear it again either. This one sucked. Yeah, it was the same one. Okay, that leads us to the next song. The theme songs for WrestleMania 36. The first one is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Ten.
Yeah, I'll match that. I know that WrestleMania brings back bad memories for me, but
Oh, that was a Mania theme. That's tough.
yeah, I heard it a million times. This is the well, I'll tell you the story after because I don't need to talk about it on the show anymore. Next song for WrestleMania is "Heroes and Villains" by Def Rebel featuring John McCurry.
Three.
Yeah, 2, 5. Final theme song for Mania is "Mutiny" by Def Rebel.
Sounded like I was about to go on a mission in Zelda. 4.
I give it a 3, so it was 7 on that one. Next up, the theme song for Money in the Bank. The first one, we're just gonna give them the same votes, but I want to hear it again. Money in the Bank by Jim Johnston. And then its preceding song, Gotta Get That, which will also have the same score. Which So you didn't hear this part on the last one.
Me either.
This is the chorus. You heard the verse. Is that going to change our score from 8 to something higher?
Nah.
Okay, so it's still 8.
Yeah.
Next up, the theme song for NXT TakeOver In Your House. This is Underneath by Code Orange. What's on Underneath?
That was like a 3.
I'll give it a 3 as well. Next up, we have the theme songs for Backlash, which has 2 of them. The first is The Greatest Show by Panic at the Disco.
Give that a 6.
We're going to match that to a 12. Second theme song for Backlash is Oh Yeah by Green Day.
That's Green Day?
Yeah.
Fucking 4.
I get a 3.
That's Green Day? That doesn't even sound
Yeah.
like.
Next up, we have the theme song for the horror show at Extreme Rules. This is Watch Me Now by Kevin Rudolph.
Three.
I'll match that with 6. Next up, we're actually almost done, surprisingly. We have the theme song for NXT TakeOver 30. This is Moth into Flame by Metallica. It was 5.
Same. I'll match that.
Theme song for SummerSlam. This is It's Summertime by Def Rebel. Get that a 1.
Fuck, laggy. I'll give that a 4.
4. All right, that's 5 total. Next up, with the theme song for Payback. This is Payback by Def Rebel. Fun fact, Def Rebel is who makes WWE's themes now. It's not CFOs anymore. It's Def
Right.
Rebel.
That fucking absolutely sucked.
I'm giving that a 2.
2.
4 total. Next up, the theme song for Clash of Champions. This is The Champion by The Score.
Look at that, a 5.
I give it a 4, so we're 9 total. Next up, the theme song for NXT TakeOver 31. This is Culture Head by Corey Taylor.
Two.
5. Oh.
3. 3.
All right, 8 total. Next up, the theme song for Hell in a Cell. This is Welcome to My Hell by Holy Wars. I'll match that. Next up, the theme song for Survivor Series. This is Shot in the Dark by AC/DC.
Give that a 6.
I get that 7, so 13 total. Next up, the theme songs for NXT TakeOver War Games. First one, War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave their all to the poor. Yeah.
Give that a 6.
I'll match that. Second theme song for that show is Hydrochloride by Ghostmane.
What the fuck? 2.
4. And the final theme song of this entire series.
Yes! Fuck yes!
We have the theme song for TLC 2020. This is Highway 666 by Corey Taylor.
Three.
I give that a 3 as well. All right, well, nothing came close to the winner of this one, Blinding Lights at WrestleMania. So that means we have our final matchup set. Let me pull it up here real quick. Okay, so 2019 was Love Runs Out.
What's happening? What's happening?
What?
All right. Whew. Let's say shit was fucking up.
The fuck? All right, so the final matchup consists of, I spelled the weekend wrong. There we go. Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Ugly by the Exies. Bodies by Drowning Pool. This Fire Burns by Killswitch Engage. Famous by Puddle of Mud. Snow by Red Hot. Is it Red Hot Chili Peppers? It is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let It Rock by Kevin Rudolph. I Made It by Kevin Rudolph. Good Feeling by Flo Rida. Wild Ones by Flo Rida. Coming Home by Diddy. Money by Jim Johnston. Ace of Spades by Motorhead. Fire by Paris. Judas by Fozzy. Blood in the Water. I forgot the band that does that. Glory. Also forgot the band that does that. Love Runs Out by One Republic. And Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And we'll be doing that next week. I am sick of theme songs now.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this show because we got to get to the gym in like 2 hours.
I'm going to go hoop too, so let's get that here.
But remember, you can head on to spreadshirt.com/shop/the-official-heat-check. Get that heat check apparel. Or you just go on our Instagram or the bio or the link below to get to the fucking link. Go to Raise Energy. Just going to go heat check. 50% off. Grab some apparel. Same thing. 10% off, though. And that's going to do it for this week. Want to promote your shit, bro?
Follow me on Instagram, JOSYAH_HOWARD11. Follow your boy on Snapchat. My phone dry as hell. JMH.26, all one word. You know. You want some D? Head on over to Senchi D on Twitter, because that's Senchi with a D. But if you don't want no D, head on over to twitch.tv/Senchi, because he'll get blocked.
Or if you legitimately want some D, you can head on over to my shit. Instagram, AC Nolting. Twitter, AC Nolting. You know, I gotta watch what I say. Shit.
Whoa. Let me censor myself real quick.
Yeah. Depending on which day you ask, I may be giving out a D, I may not be giving out a D. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, AC Noting. You can follow our show on Instagram at @theofficial_heatcheck. Follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good shit. If you see your boy on Tinder, you can feel free to swipe. You know, I'm not always looking. I'm not. Listen. I'm not just out here looking for, you know, looking for love or looking for sex. Your boy's out here looking for companionship.
Ew.
I'm kidding. I'm playing. I mean, kind of. I mean, if there's some girls who just want to like have some deep conversations, I'm down. Dudes off limit. Like that's a little sus, but like, nah. But for real, for all that shit, and then tune in. I think next episode will be either Sunday or next Wednesday, depending on how we're feeling in the weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I promise Heat Check Athletics is going to be a thing soon. I'm editing a video as we speak. Besides that, I think that's it for this week. Superstar SmackDown will be back next episode. Hopefully, Sensi will be back next episode. I'm going to go inject steroids into my arm so I'm not sore at the gym later. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, kids, keep your sticks on the ice. Fellas, or no, kids, stay in school. Fellas, keep your sticks on the ice. Ladies, I'm single. Everybody else, or all of you combined, just fuck off and get out of my stream.
That was an aggressive end.
I mean, we usually do that. Anyways, peace, y'all. Fuck off.